We all know what an earthquake is. But it is another thing entirely to see the damage with your own eyes. I still can't believe it, and I've been there a few times. And I can only imagine what it was like for the people that live on top of the epicenter. It would have been bad if it was just one earthquake. But since December 28th, there have been thousands of earthquakes stemming from the same general area, from the Guanica, Guayanilla, Ponce, and Chauco area. So the people there are living in a constant state of fear, just not knowing when the next earthquake is going to hit, but having a pretty fair idea that there will be one more soon. For most of these people, life as they know it is over. They are now living on the side of highways or at abandoned parks, staying inside tents and sleeping on cots. One thing that I've noticed is that everybody has a sense of humor about it. People are cracking jokes and laughing as best they can in the situation, but just because you laugh doesn't mean that the tragedy isn't real. We are acutely aware of that. But better than the alternative, right? It cannot go without saying that the best part, hands down, was knowing that we weren't alone. This is where y'all come in, because since I started posting and updating y'all, we've raised about $5,000 without even setting it as a goal, on top of the physical donated goods that people sent. Not only did we get financial and donated goods from everybody out there, the people that were here, y'all, we showed out. That first weekend was simultaneously the best and worst car ride of my life. One, we were stuck in traffic for like 4 hours. Traffic sucks, yes, but we were stuck in traffic because everybody was on that highway going south. Having said that, Puerto Ricans drive like lunatics, and I feared for my life all 4 hours. So it's a give and take. Once we got there though, and we saw things live, we saw things in color, it felt like that scene in Mulan where they're singing and then the scene abruptly changes. It felt like that. In the car, you kind of start feeling good, right? You're like, we're here, we're in a group, it's a camaraderie, like we're out here. We're gonna help these people, we're gonna do everything that we can, and then you get there. And it's all broken buildings and rubble everywhere. And tents. And people in line waiting for something that somebody can give them. This is the reality for people. We met all kinds of people in all kinds of situations with all kinds of conditions and all kinds of stories. There are so many people with pre-existing conditions that now have to deal with this, along with still recovering from Maria, while knowing that there is a government that does not have them in mind. But even with all of that, they love the company. They love knowing that they weren't forgotten, that there were people willing to take time out of their life, out of their day, to come visit them in their little corner of the world and just spend some time. They needed and they appreciated the physical things that we brought them, but really, they loved that people just came to see them. which is why I'm doing this. We decided that the money would be best spent buying personal care and hygiene items, all of those kind of things that are necessary in our day-to-day lives, but that you and I take for granted every day. As time went by, the floods started coming and people were losing what little they already had. We started trying to figure out what would be the best way, to help people preserve what they have left. So we started buying storage bins. And now we're actually going a little bit bigger, and we're pooling the donations that we have left to start building small wooden houses where people can put their stuff and feel safe and go to sleep. So I want to thank you once again for your continued donations, your continued prayers, your continued positive vibes, your continued kind words. I look forward to bringing you continued news of hope, resilience, love, and ultimately a rebirth. So, say it with me. Esto no se acaba. Thank you. Thank you.